So a couple more movies, and then a little more about race, and then I want to get into the genetic stuff. Selma, that also came out since we last spoke.
Yeah.
Did you see it? Were you? I mean, how does it
Well,
resonate for
they
you?
didn't want me in it, but I financed Selma. I was the first one to jail at Selma. That was my money. My wife went to jail. The little cracker called me, Sheriff Clark. Dick Gregory, you that rich nigga entertainer. I heard that a sheriff can't be a sheriff in the South unless they tangle with you. Now, I didn't want to tell him this. I'm at the Howard Theater. I go to the Apollo the next Tuesday, $25,000 plus a percentage. So I said, well, I got a bad cold and I've got, well, why don't you send your wife? I said, well, she's 9 months pregnant. You gonna take care of her? Yeah. So she went down. I made about $300,000 in the next 2 weeks, so now I go down. Sheriff Clark met me. He said, Mr. Gregory, I've arrested a lot of nigger bitches and a lot of poor white trash, but your wife is the first woman I ever, I don't need no praise from some garbage like you. How much you want for this hoe? Huh? $2,000 bill. Here's 1,000 and I'll get back to you. Said, why'd you drop it on the floor so you ain't be sitting me up? I wouldn't pick up no money a nigga threw on the floor. Fuck you. Who cares? I've lived with a real woman. You ain't lived nothing but scum. Okay? All your life. And he said, well, let me tell you what you do. He said, go across the street. And he figured out a mystery for me. In the South, man. The juke joints, gambling, was right across the street from the police headquarters. I didn't know it was the police. The niggas was running for the police. I didn't know that. He said, go across the street and tell them boys, give you $1,000. So I go over and I think it was a check they wanted. No. So I came back and give it back to him. He paid for it. Huh? This way. They were mad at the Justice Department because every day Bobby Kennedy would send 7 agents in to see if she was okay. He wanted anything, said, well, just a Coke and 7 glasses so I can split with the women in here. It was Lillian. So we knew what that was about. King wasn't part of that. That was Snick, okay? John Lewis. King folks wasn't there until the whooping. The whole world saw it. Then the energy started. They wasn't marching from Selma to Montgomery. The reason this president is in the White House, Jimmy Lee Jackson, little deacon, 34 years old. He went down to register to vote and they wouldn't let him. So he called James Orange at SCLC. He said, man, sure wish you'd come down and help us. So they did. So the guy called me. I said, well, let me see. So Leo said, well, a plane, I can get you, a plane will get there, but then you still like 30 minutes away. I said, okay. So by the time I got there, blood was running in the street, man. And what had happened was they shot all the lights out. And then they started beating them. Jimmy Lee Jackson's mother, which was played by...
Lorraine Toussaint?
No. Oprah.
Oh, Oprah, right, okay.
And they was beating her daddy. And she went to pull him off of that. Then they started whipping her, which was Jimmy Lee Jackson's mother. So they pulled him out. They shot him in the belly 5 times. Huh? And carried him to jail to book him.
Didn't take him to the hospital?
Not till the next day. Then he died. And that's what the march was about. Wasn't about no voting rights. Huh? It was about Jimmy Lee. And that's when the hell broke loose. You go by Jimmy Lee Jackson's grave, they come by there with rifles, man, shooting the tombstone.
No, I mean, after again reading your book, just seeing all the sacrifice, the movement, and people are looking for answers. I just saw the Black Panther documentary, and people are there. They're like, is armed rebellion the answer? Like, well, how do we conquer this white supremacist?
You can't. You can't.
Or at least get our fair justice or
You
liberation.
can't get fair justice. The fact that, what kind of fool are you, man? Huh? That's like Jews sitting around talking about what they're going to do to the Germans. Huh? They didn't overthrow the Germans. Mightiest armies on the planet closed, not Jews. So what makes you think you gonna do something when you don't even know what's going on? At least the Jews wasn't joining the German army like us. Happy pops in the army. Happy this and that. Huh? That's what I'm saying. We don't know. When you walked out your house tonight, there's white folks can tell you to go back in, and you come out, we'll kiss you. You can't do that to white folks. The Pope just left here. The mob goes and confess every morning. Oh, would you please forgive me? We killed 12 people last night, but you got to do it quick because we got 7 more we got to get before noon. It's white folk business.
Well, I think that phrase post-racial is starting to disappear now. Like after Obama was elected, a lot of people thought that some great advance had occurred, but now we're starting to see.
Something did happen.
Okay.
Why do you think black folk from the Caribbean can come here and do better than we can? Because with all the poverty and all the bullshit, they did see black folks in charge. They didn't know it was fake. They didn't know it was fake. Jamaica, you ever been to Jamaica?
Not yet.
Okay, the #1 killer of young people in Jamaica is not crack, not alcohol, bleaching cream. Okay? They're trying to pass legislation to keep that German bleaching cream out. It's killed too many people. And these niggas tell you they super black. When I first met up with what's the great entertainer in Jamaica?
Bob Marley.
Yeah. I didn't pay that much attention to it. I didn't know. But he offered me $40,000 to be his opening act at Harvard Yard. I turned it down. And he came with so much humility to me. He said, man, I'm just so hurt you don't want to work with me. I said, yeah. Buffalo Soldier. They sent them niggas to the west to kill off the buffalo, to starve the Indians to death. So he started crying. He said, I didn't know that. I said, my mama didn't know it, my grandmother knew it, but she's not a genius like you. So he said, what can I say? But the humility. I said, I'll do it, but you can't pay me. You can't pay me. Then after he died, he was coming here to University of Maryland. He said he got a problem with his foot. I said, I'll see you when you get this thing was canceled. He calls me from the New York hotel, leave a number. I kept calling, but I didn't realize they'd slipped him out of there to Germany where they're gonna kill him. So he ends up from an infected foot to brain cancer. And then one day I'm looking up a package and all of his uncut records, man. I got them. I got them. Wow. And so there's 2 fronts to that. I know both of them. I'm not looking for it. It's just, that's the game. Anytime they want to bust you, they can bust you. But remember one thing. Then you see what we talked about earlier. 2 billion years ago, that big horrible thing, bigger than mountains, left the planet, the dinosaur. Your children, your grandchildren, they feed us that. Dinosaur. What they don't tell you is when the dinosaur was here, so was the turtle, so was the butterfly. 2 billion years ago, the turtle and the butterfly is still here. Gorgeous, pretty, not evil and mean and horrible. Turtle just. And that's how we won the civil rights movement. We took on the mightiest nation in the history of the planet with no guns. And all we became was turtles. We didn't know it. Hard on the outside, soft on the inside, and willing to stick your neck out. If you're not willing to do that, you can't be a turtle. Get the fuck out the way. So I'm coming out the hotel and get me a case of whiskey. And me and those state troopers drank every night. A brother who the white folks thought was white, married to a black woman, living in a black neighborhood, children go to black schools, but they thought he was white. So he came to see me with this look on. I said, what's happening, man? Where's the whiskey? Oh, man, look, this meeting, man. And tomorrow, they got 300 white folks that came in from all over the South, gonna kill all y'all. And our job is to rope off the press, so they can't get across the street. I said, man, I just think I know you, man. You go tell the folks. I ain't tell them niggas nothing. I came here to die. I don't want to die. I came here to die. So fuck it, tomorrow we die. So the next day, man, we out there. This cat, a white boy now, looked at me with tears in his eyes, shaking his head. You didn't tell him. So now we get there. Old black folks, young black folks, old men, singing, man. Glory, glory, hallelujah. My eyes have seen the glory. We get to the corner and they rope off the press. And I look down there and I see them waiting on us. And I think about my wife and my children. Fuck them. It's war. You niggas don't think about when you're over there killing Iraqis, when you're over there killing Vietnamese, and then come home and they got 4 stores on every corner and you can't get one and you don't see through that shit? Huh? You don't see through it? Huh?
Exactly.
And so now I see them. They got the little pick handles, little rifles, axes. They come across and man, I sure didn't want to die. If I knew this was gonna happen, I'd have got me some little pussy before I left home. Okay. So then the people see him and they keep singing. And they keep praying. They don't know what's going to happen. So all at once, I'm moving up to the front, man. Learned that from my son. He's marching in a march with us. The FBI came and stopped the march and said, Mr. Gregory, so-and-so's son just broke out of jail and he's going to assassinate you today. Dallas. I said, well, did you talk to him? You talked to the criminal? So I'm walking and my son, he's just out there playing with the women and laughing and playing. So the next thing I know, he's right next to me. I said, hey, punk, what you want? He said, I want the right to die with you. My son, huh? I want the right to die with you. Huh? Where you gonna get that from? I'm walking and I don't know if the bullet hit me in the arm and I fall in the gutter. I don't know if to get one clean sweep. That's what I'm thinking about when this nigga walk up to me. What's wrong, son? Dad, I just want the right to die with you. Hear that coming from your son. Huh? Huh? Not how can we get home? I got a message. No. So I'm there. And I see these white folks shaking, get scared. These ones. A look came over their face, man. It's like I've died and went to another planet. I'm looking at them. Huh? They dropped their pickaxes, man. This horrible look. 2 years I figured out what it was. When you're out there and you ain't scared and you're willing to die but not to kill, them crackers are the Spirit of God. That's where it came from. Not some hatchet-talking slick niggas. That's where it came from. And we kept marching. And we kept marching. I wouldn't have seen that just being a fucking entertainer. Huh? I wouldn't have had my son come to me and said, I just want the right to die with you, Dad. Huh? Where do that come from? And lastly, I'd hang out with my mama. Said I didn't like her, but I'd hang out. She's around rich white folks. Rich white folks. They got books that white folk can't have. So I'm reading the story about Napoleon. The guy who was most important than him was the recruiter. There wasn't no addresses, telephones. He went through the wilderness in between wars and got those folks. So he walks up on this lumberjack, man, and he almost is like a pimp seeing a good hoe. He foamed at the mouth, man. Wouldn't touch his muscles. Said, you know who I am? I said, yeah, everybody know who you are. He said, well, I want to tell you thanks. I'm the #1 recruiter on the planet. I've never met a specimen like you. How old are you? 98. I just want you to know you now belong to Napoleon's army. Oh, I said, no, I believe in God. I don't believe in killing. I'm not a traitor to the state because I chop my timber and pay my taxes. He says, you didn't hear me. And so he's so outdone that this guy would tell him this in front of his men. He went crazy. He said, ready to find squad. Ready, aim. And for the first time he saw that a human being can die more beautiful than a human being can live. And that went out. Now he really, that's before they had blindfolds. It was this old lumberjack that said, nobody will you ever execute. You can look them in the eyes. That shit ends now. Why? Because he said, heat the branding irons. He said he's just trying to figure out his ego. Breathe under, ready the branding iron. So he said, I'll give you the last time. No, I don't kill. So he took his hand and put it on a tree stump and branded it in. He said, whether you like it or not, you belong to Napoleon. That cracker got ready to walk away, and the old man grabbed him and said, come back here. Boy, didn't I tell you I belong to Napoleon? Put his hand back on the stump, took his side axe and chopped it off. Huh? You motherfuckers gonna tell me something? Huh? Only one on the goddamn planet? I read that. Huh? Chopped it off. And the recruiter went crazy. And he's the one that left Napoleon's northern flank open where he was defeated. One man. Fucking man.
That's cool.
And so somewhere, when we sit and we look and see, they all started off the same. All started off the same. And somebody will see what you've been doing, not just this, other stuff. Some of it will be jive, because that's all they are, jive folks. But somewhere it slips through. You slips through. How did I know I'd find this in some rich white folks' house who my mother worked for? How did I know that little old punky son of mine would walk up to me and say, Dad, I just want the right to die with you. Wow. That's just that little bitty thread. The little thread.
Yeah, you're planting seeds.
Yeah.
And some of these seeds are going to continue to grow.
Yeah, no, it's there. It's there. Huh? It's there. White folks loved Bill Cosby so much. They had commercials, man, where little white children was riding his back eating tapioca out of his eardrums. Daddy Bill. And so, how do they kill my son and I can't get a commercial?
For me, I feel that what Sidney was allowed to do in the Heat of the Night was the start of blaxploitation.